Next is from Michael. Michael says, my appliance repair GBP started generating much less leads than before, but the ranking has not fallen. What could be the reason for this, and what can I check to do to remedy this? Well, there's a couple things. Number one is check your map's coverage area. It's appliance repair, so that's going to be a service area business. My guess, you might also have a storefront component to that, but my guess is it's primarily a service area business, right? Most appliance repair companies are, or businesses are. So I would check your coverage area and see if it's been narrowed or, the coverage has shrank. Google keeps narrowing that, and sometimes that happens to where you might be ranking well in your own parking lot, but as soon as you get half a mile in any direction, you're not in the top three. And that happens a lot. You can see that with local search grid reports, where you're ranking really well in your own parking lot. And if you are always there when you're doing a search, you'll see it ranking. But if you get a mile away or half a mile, whatever it is, again, looking at a local search grid report, it can kind of give you the coverage area where where your GBP does rank, if that's clear. So I would look at that first and see, is it that your coverage area has narrowed significantly, so really nobody's seeing you unless they're like literally in the parking lot when doing a search. So that's one big thing you can check. You said calls are down by 1/3 compared to the same period last year, and by more than half compared to the volume from the last 6 months. Well, something else, guys, to consider is, remember, search results pages have changed considerably, and they continue to. It's constantly evolving. They're very fluid at this point. So because of SGE, so that's the search generative experience, or whatever the hell you want to call it, that's pushing stuff down. There's also Google guaranteed ads, so the guaranteed service providers now ads that show up at the top, even above regular ads, search ads, and then there's search ads, and now there's also paid ads in the Maps pack. And so even if you're ranking organically in the Maps pack, at the top of the Maps pack, for a lot of local search queries now, guys, you have to scroll below the fold to get to the first non-paid listing, even in the Maps pack. Does that make sense? So the entire above the fold that the Google user is looking at is not, or all paid results. So they have to scroll below all of that, and a lot of Google users might not be aware that they're clicking on paid ads now, because they're everywhere. Google keeps pushing non-paid results further and further down the page. So it could also be that it's just, even though you may be ranking well, even across a large coverage area, it may be, and I don't know because I haven't analyzed this particular search query or the queries relevant to your business, but it could be that you're just pushed down below the fold or way down the page below a whole bunch of paid listings, and so people just aren't clicking it nearly as much. That could be another issue. Could be there's more competitors. There's a number of things. So it's too hard to tell that from just this brief description of what the problem is. It would require a more thorough analysis to be able to try to investigate. But rankings are not everything, because again, that can be very misleading. It depends on the individual search query, what type of results it produces, how many paid listings are above the first non-paid listing, etc. So I don't know if that helped, Michael, but those are a few things that I would check.